doing my usual biking 4 times a week. I've been surfing, and unfortunately, when I was biking one afternoon, I crashed into someone, and I fell and I broke my femur. So I was out for about a month, and then I started physical therapy, and so I am here today.
Because of the Parkinson's disease, the complexity of his condition went up and his balance was worse than it should have been. So trying to stimulate a plan that involved treating the actual femur fracture along with the Parkinson's is where the challenge arose. And we were able to build up his strength, balance, and endurance and work towards his activities he's enjoyed.
Walking down the hallway, you can do some of those big marching. You know, when you're getting out of a chair, you can do the big arms. There's things that you can just incorporate in your normal daily life, and then that'll help to keep it going. Then it's a little less, you know, oh man, I have to do therapy for an hour today sometimes. It's already just worked right in. And then doing your normal activities such as surfing, all those things are going to keep you moving. You know, walking on the sand, you're going to get a little strength, a little balance from that. So the worst thing you can do is be sedentary.
As I was able to get the femur and the hip feeling better, we were able to transition more into working onto his balance because he was able to put more pressure and weight on that left leg. I was able to start addressing some of the things consistent with Parkinson's disease. One thing that can happen with the Parkinson's disease is a loss of balance in the posterior or backwards direction. Can you tell which way your weight is going as far as forward or back? Okay. And then you see how you're falling back this way? I'm going to pull you. So you got to shift your weight towards your left, but keeping yourself forward. Does that make sense? Yep. Otherwise, that's when you go backward into the water. What happens is the patient will lose their balance and literally fall over like a tree. Normally, when we lose our balance backwards, we'll at least try to take a step to catch our balance. But with Parkinson's disease, what happens is they can fall down like a tree. So that's where I got to start to tie into some of the Parkinson's disease for safety measures to reduce the chance of him falling again. Once I was able to get his balance good and safe for normal household and community ambulation, I was able to progress towards things that he enjoys. He likes to surf, swim, and bike. So one of the things we went for is surfing. And the reason is it gets to encourage some higher level balance activities. Because remember, like we talked about before, your tendency is to go backwards. Like we work on the sit to stands, the toes would come up, you could weight be on the heels. Yeah. So it tends to be kind of the common theme, but the fact that you're able to recognize it is perfect because then you can make those changes. Well, and I just really enjoy the problem solving that you're doing on your own. Which is part of putting you through these things, so that way you can figure out what is actually going to work. One of the things that was so inspiring with this patient is that any instruction I give him, any home exercise I wanted him to do, he went and did it. He was very motivated to improve, and that really helped to progress himself with his balance, his stability, range of motion. It allowed him to work towards being able to ride a bicycle, being able to swim, and returning to surfing.
Surfing, I was biking, swimming, and I can still do those now. And I'm an active person, and I can't see myself not doing it. So it was very optimistic that I was going to be able to continue doing my physical exercises because it's important for Parkinson's. I mean, you want to stay moving. You don't want to be sedentary. Find something that you really like to do that's physical, that'll give you an opportunity to do it 5 times a week for at least a half an hour. But you definitely don't want to sit on the couch because that will actually further detriment your condition. Exercise and physical movement is almost like therapeutic. It's actually medicine, if you will.